All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
One. 53's more. 53's more.
Throwing, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. First carry for James Conner. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch up. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's right, baby.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Check out Toko over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
No. 319. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
55, mark, 55.
To throw is Rodgers. On 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Tighten down. There you go. 3. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Danny.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got it. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. I'm here. Delta. I'm here all day. Mike.
Now Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
88. Right there. 50.
Hey, exit.
54 miles.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Get right. What?
They run with Connor. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
1.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Let's keep moving.
1.
Mike spoke both. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Ebron's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. First down carry for Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
57's Mike. 3. Hey, defense, let's go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. I can't
on 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Echo. 53. Mike.
Mariota. It's caught. Nelson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What we got?
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go. One. Let's go, defense. 1, 2. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Now Mariota. He completes it to Nelson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
3. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Who that?
To throw is Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
You must be dreaming.
Check right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Connor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Shift. Hey, 88. Protein spill.
Mike 55.
One for down.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. They reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down now, it's Hines. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Blue 58. Hey, watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat. Watch the flat. Lynn. 51 the mic, boys, 51. Don't get nervous.
Rodgers to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I got him. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got one. Three. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Mariota to throw it. Caught by Nelson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mariota now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. One. Mike's both. Watch the slack, Charlie. Watch the slack. 44 is the mic. 44.
Mariota again. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
44, Mike, 44. Get ready. Get ready. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Ricky. 1. 44 is the Mike. Hey, here we go. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. I'm coming.
They'll throw again. Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
One. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Get in the way.
Again, it's Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Rodgers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Being chased out left. Wiggles free. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Green 18. 30. Go.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And the catch made by Hilton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's 3. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. All day, baby. All day. Bravo! 53. Check 53. Nice, sweetheart.
Here's Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Blue 18. Number 2. One. Defense wins championships, baby. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. All day, baby, all day. Mike, 53.
A first down throw for Mariota. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, Henry. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. All day, just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Score Titans 20, Colts 12.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Colts.
Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Titans' 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Connor. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Connor. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
Too little, Kelly. Don't let Kelly. Say. Go to 50, and you block over here. Check. Wide. Get violent. 64, weak.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Marr on for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throw it, Mariota. And it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. 6 man.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rack. Check. Lucky. White ball. Jump.
They run with Hines. Off past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Rodgers now operating from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check 52. 3.
Mariota. That is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Back. Right now, you got 58. 53, then give up.
so after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, 626. Hey, Delta.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. Marr able to put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful. About being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57's Mike. Mike 57. All day, dog.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Let's get the ball.
Throwing Hundley. And that will be incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the screen. Pass. 53's the Mike. 53.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's Bobo.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
Now Hindley. He's got his man. It's Butler. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
44, Mike, 44. Wild Bill. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Watch the run. 44's the Mike. 44 the right.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. J.J. Nelson, 39 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height, or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Ebron's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely 1st down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check right, check right.
Back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 10-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.